'Twas the vlog before Christmas and all through the house. Not a comic reviewer was stirring, not even a little Mike. Yeah, I've got to work on my intros. What can I say? I can never open nor close a video. Shoot me. Anyway, guys, welcome to a little series I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks called The Vlog Before Christmas. And normally, this video will be going up once a week for 3 weeks. So this is a 3-part series on Friday. Now, you guys know me and being everywhere and back again. So this is going up just a couple of days late. But you know what they say, better late than never. So anyway, you guys are also going to notice that this is an audio video with a big old picture on it. And that's it. Yeah, I did that on purpose because my camera loves to cut out on me. And I really just want to do a straight run of this video. And also it's going right on my editing program, so it'll be able to upload to YouTube that much faster. And maybe it's because I'm getting used to podcasts. Maybe I like just having the radio voice. Nah, I'm just lazy. Didn't feel like getting all dressed up and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a few things and a few people. And I don't want to waste time introducing what I'm going to be doing. So instead, I'm just going to jump right into it. And this is going to be like a 2-parter kind of first part. It's going to be things that I'm really thankful for, especially because we just passed Thanksgiving. You know, adding on a little bit more to that. Not too much, just a little bit. And then just recapping the year and just everything that's been going on. And mostly this is going to be not about me. This is going to be about certain people, which I have a list here. Yes, I have a list of things, and you better pray you're not on it. Anyway, and this list is about, it really is going to culminate from way back in 2007, and it's going to reach all the way out until up to this point in time. And it's not really about me. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Chris, if you're going to talk about how so much has happened this year again, no, I'm actually not this time. This time I'm actually going to talk about the people that are responsible for everything that has gone on up until this point, and kind of like a huge thank you and appreciation and how I feel, because everything that's happened is not solely because of anybody. It was a group team effort, and also it was thanks to all you guys out there for giving us the encouragement to keep going. You know, the comments, whether they be for or against anything we talk about. I mean, Lord knows how many people have disagreed with me on certain comics, and Lord knows how many people have agreed with me on comics. Same thing with creators or story arcs or companies or whatever. So this is I want to start way back in 2007, and that's when myself and my brother started our group, which was Brooklyn Boys 13, and we had tons of members come and go from year to year. And we were on Brooklyn Boys for about 2007 all the way till present day, but we were on Brooklyn Boys for about 2 or 3 years before I branched off into my channel. But Michael and me really pushed hard on that channel, and Mike did a really good job with coming up with ideas when I couldn't. So without Mike, I could tell you guys there definitely would not be a Brooklyn Boys, and I probably wouldn't have wanted to do any videos alone on YouTube at that time in my life. So it was thanks to Mike that we actually pushed forward, and me and Mike made a great team, and every weekend me and Mike made sure we had something to do, and it was always fun, you know, getting Mike. You know, we did Epic Story. We had the funniest skits in the world, and we have a blast on Brooklyn Boys. And now Mike's actually taken over, doing all the commenting and sometimes doing the uploading. So he's really taken up a huge role in Brooklyn Boys and stuff like that. And we've been doing tons of walkthroughs for games lately. We've actually, I don't want to say we changed it, but I like the way that Mike actually has us doing a lot of gaming on there now, and saves all the little skits and stuff for like Dark Avenger Inc., which then led, of course, into everybody on Brooklyn Boys. And this is thanks to all you guys out there. Well, those you guys out there that are Brooklyn Boys, that were on Brooklyn Boys at the time, and told me, Chris, you got to make your own channel. And I was like, I don't want my own channel. But you guys kept pushing and pushing, and you kept saying, Chris, please, it doesn't have to be anything gaming. So thanks to you guys, Dark Avenger C86 was born. And thanks to you guys, I continue to do videos. Of course, my first video was a game because you guys were the ones from Brooklyn Boys that wanted me to do my own channel. But afterwards, I started doing comic reviews, which was the initial plan. I just started games first. But anyway, I met so many really great people when I started. I remember Dawkin Howlett was one of the first people that commented, and through him I met Scott, and Cromda One I remember meeting. Howler Mouse I remember meeting, and stuff like that. Sorry if there's a bit of a pause. I'm going to actually start. I'll work on editing a few things out here and there, but I'm always checking my audio. Anyway, and so many really great people. And it was like, and also Ghost Critic. You can't forget Ghost Critic or Captain Strangelove. Those were like the godfathers of the comic reviews on YouTube, because they were here before any of us. But I remember I started, and it was fairly new, the comic community. There weren't too many of us at that time. And it was a blast. I mean, we all had fun with each other. We all commented each other's videos, watched each other's videos. And it was weird because it was me going from one community, which was the Brooklyn Boy community, where there was a bunch of people who enjoyed watching us gaming and acting like complete and utter crazy people, and going into this, and where it's a completely new environment, a completely new community. And it was really friendly, really welcoming. And I think if not for all the people I just listed, which is why I made sure to add Ghost Critic and Captain Strangelove, because Lord knows my brain is going, and I'm still young, and my brain is, oh my god, I'm going crazy. If not for them, I probably wouldn't have continued my comic reviews up to 100. Reaching 100, and then after my 100th episode, so many more people I met, so many more people started commenting on my videos, and it was you guys that kept me going to 200, and it's you guys now that are pushing me and keeping me going up until 300. So without you guys, I definitely would not still be doing this. I do every video, even if it only reaches out to what, 20, 30 people. It reaches out to somebody, and it means the world to me. And that was the thing that we started on Brooklyn Boys. Actually, me and Mike actually sat down and said, are we going to do this to get popular, or are we going to do this just to have fun? And the first thing that both of us agreed on was, we are going to do this for fun. We're not going to do this for the views. We're not going to do this for the comments. We're not going to do this for the subscribers or anything. We are just going to do this to entertain people. And if we entertain one person, if one person watches a video, then we've reached our goal. And I think that was a huge part of why Brooklyn Boys was so, in our eyes, successful, is because we always had at least 30, 40, 50. Some of them got hundreds of views, and those were and for us, that was more than enough, because we reached out to somebody. With my reviews, I feel the same way. I'm not in it for contrary to popular belief, and we'll get into that in a minute. I'm here for whoever wants to listen. Whether my reviews or my skits or whatever reaches out to one person, two people, 20, 30, 98, 100, 113, 200, 300, whatever, however many people it reaches out to, if it touches one person and one person comes away from my review with something positive, then my goal on my channel has been reached. That's what I wanted, that's what I expected, and that's that. Now, contrary to popular belief, over the past couple of years, there has been an incident, and I owe a lot to Brant with this, and we'll get into him in a little while, but over the past couple of years, I did start worrying about, what people started to think about me. I know there were a few people that did talk on not only myself, but on Dark Avenger Inc., and you know who you are. You still comment my videos from time to time, and don't think people don't tell, don't talk, if you go and tell somebody who's in the group stuff, yeah, it's going to get back to me. But contrary to popular belief, where certain people think I'm out for the free stuff, the popularity, or, thinking I'm top stuff, no. As a matter of fact, this is me telling all of you guys right now that Dark Avenger Inc., if everybody left and it was just me and Mike, it wouldn't survive. Dark Avenger Inc. is thanks to everybody on that channel, minus me, as a matter of fact. Same goes for Comic Frontline. Same goes, well, Comic Related was around before me, but same goes for basically any group I'm in. I'm sorry, I take 0 to -1 credit for anything anything that any of my groups have done, because I think they've done a spectacular job, and it's not me. So for anybody who believes that I'm in it for the things or the popularity, I think you should recheck yourself, or go check out Brooklyn Boys. And you probably haven't watched Brooklyn Boys, because if you did, you'd know that I'm in it for anything but the popularity or the free stuff or anything. I do this because I love doing it, and I do this for you guys who are listening right now to this video and legitimately enjoy listening and don't think I'm here going, or tooting my own horn, I should say. But that's beside the point. I said my piece, and it was bothering me this past year, maybe couple of years, and it took a lot of Brant hammering my head with a hammer. Yeah, it was painful, and I just started to realize, you know what? I'm starting to leave that mentality of I'm doing this because I want to reach out to however many people I can, and that's that. What do I care if people think one thing or the other? I care about you guys that actually legitimately enjoy the videos and just are here for the videos, for the comics, and for the enjoyment, the viewing pleasure, which is what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain you guys. So I owe a huge debt of gratitude to Brant, because he actually pulled me away from that, like, questioning, myself, and, questioning a lot of things with my channel and the group, and worrying about certain things. He kind of pulled me away from that, and now I'm back in that regular mojo with everything going on all the websites and stuff. And time management is definitely something that I'm definitely going to be working on in the year of 2014, which that will be probably in a future part. And the reason I don't really know about future parts is because something else might happen in future parts, which I'm not going to say at this time, but it could happen, and that's definitely going to be a huge part of another part. But anyway, now let's go into, from my channel, we started Dark Avenger Inc. And with Dark Avenger Inc. came a lot of members, but let's start from the beginning and work our way forward. I already talked about how Michael, my brother, really was a huge influence on me and him doing stuff on Brooklyn Boys 13. Well, Mike, Spider Slayer, actually was a huge driving force for Dark Avenger Inc. I mean, when we started Dark Avenger Inc., I put out the, if you guys are interested, I mean, and I had a few people in mind, and out of the few people, he was definitely one of them, but I'm actually surprised a few other people weren't, but not really surprised, life and whatnot. But anyway, he was the first one that actually replied to that video and said, yo, I'm down for doing a group, site, let's give it a shot, let's go. And there were times where I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's like we're, this and that, whatever. And he was just the force that said, no, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's not worry about what other people or this, that, and the other thing. This is during the troll time. Let's just do our thing. Let's just keep doing it, and we'll do it, the best we can. And people are gonna, and our viewers are gonna appreciate that. And they did. And I'd like to say that Mike, Spider Slayer, was definitely a huge push for me on Dark Avenger Inc., and he is really one of the driving motivations that kept me going, especially in the earlier stages of Dark Avenger Inc., where there were times where I was like, and he's like, yo, let's do the, and he was so excited about certain things, and his excitement just reached out to me and got me more excited. And it's just like, I feel like that excitement wouldn't have been there. And Mike's also the one that did a lot of the talking with people and a lot of the talking with other companies and whatnot. And he actually was the one that reached out to a lot of people when we started. And he got us a lot of things that built up Dark Avenger Inc. And that was huge at the time also. And then, of course, Mike introduced me to Kat. And Kat was, sorry about that. Wow, that was a... And Kat was like a huge addition to Dark Avenger Inc. And at the time it was me, Mike, Audrey and Craig, a comic book mom, and Rorschach's Journal were part of Dark Avenger Inc. in the early days before they actually ended up leaving due to the wonderful addition to their family. But Kat jumped in, and she brought a lot of energy also to the group, and a lot of... she was one of the ones that got the most excited about a lot of things. It was Mike, her, and then like their excitement just reached out to me, and they really got me more excited again. So the more excitement the group had, the more exciting it was. And that's what the group is about. It's about all of us getting excited about things, you know, enjoying each other's company, which is why we do the live show every Tuesday. I mean, if you missed that, you'll see how much chemistry there is there, that we enjoy just sitting there talking with each other. But it was just, that's what Dark Avenger Inc. really, the core of it is we enjoy doing stuff with each other or on our own, but in the same group. And we enjoy just commenting and talking off of each other, you know, whether I post a review and then Kat and Mike and Jay comment off of it and then I comment back to them. That's really the core of Dark Avenger Inc. is we are better because of each other. We're not better because of one individual person. Each of us plays a huge role in why we are, why our group is the way it is. And Kat definitely brought a lot of excitement, a lot of things actually, to the group when she jumped on. Also, at the time, we had a couple of people that jumped in that haven't posted for a while. But after Kat, of course, I had Lisa, who I wanted to join the group from the beginning, and Lisa was like, I don't know. And it's okay, because I love Lisa, and anybody who's part of the comic community. I actually met Lisa through Chris Stalk and Howlett, and I love watching her coloring videos. I loved watching her live coloring videos. I cannot remember the name, and that's why I'm stuttering right now. I'm trying to remember the name of the website. I'm thinking 3 sentences ahead of myself. So if you see me stuttering a bit, that's because I'm 3 sentences ahead of what I'm saying right now. But I can't remember the name of the website, but I loved watching her coloring videos. And then she started talking about comic books, so that's when I started commenting to her. And I wanted her to be a part of Dark Avenger Inc. And unfortunately, Lisa is not into doing that many reviews anymore, but she is still a part of Dark Avenger Inc. because at its core, Lisa is definitely one of those people that also gets that excitement when we talk about certain things. And I really feel bad that this year we kind of fell out of communication, and that's because I just haven't been on Skype, and that's where mainly I was 2 years ago, and that's why we talked a lot more. Now I'm more on Facebook and stuff, but hopefully in the coming year, once everything settles, I'll be back on Skype more, and I'll be able to keep in contact with her. But it's thanks to Lisa, whom now I'm reaching into further along in Dark Avenger Inc. history. It's thanks to Lisa that I met Brant, and that's why Lisa is a huge part of Dark Avenger Inc., I feel, because she introduced us to somebody who I feel has done above and beyond amazing things, not only for the group, but he is one of my, I can say this, even though I've never met him in person, like Mike Spiderslayer, he is one of my best, closest friends that I've made in the past year. In a long time, that isn't a physical friend. I talk with Brant almost every night. I'm sure he pulls his hair out on certain things that we talk about, but Brant has just definitely become one of those close friends that we've talked and done and go crazy about everything. I think that Brant's passion actually overshadows mine when it comes to doing certain things, and I like to overstuff myself with things to do. I like to overdo certain things, but he's right there with me. He's not one of those guys that goes, hey Chris, maybe you should slow down, maybe you should take it easy. No, he's right there going, let's do this. Yeah, you want to do it? Sometimes he's Mr. Sensible and he's like, no, we're not going that far. But for the most part, my craziness is just equal to his. It's like, hey Brent, we should do a podcast. Hey, yeah, nobody's done the related recap, let's take that over. Great, we should do a dark cast. Hey, we can't do that right now. How about we do something that involves toys and video games? And hey, why don't we throw board games in there? Sure, whole of toys. And hey Chris, you busy? You want to sit down with us on Zone 4? Yeah. And by the way, Zone 4, I got to meet Ron, who is the writer for Green Hornet years ago, and he's an awesome writer and an awesome person. I actually read one of his books before I even met him. He did one of the Hulk annuals that I really enjoyed reading. I met Gordon and John. John, always, his personality really, it's the kind of personality of somebody I used to be friends with when I was younger, and I love that kind of personality because it's one of those personalities that'll just keep you laughing. Even if you're upset, if you're sad or whatever, You talk to John and he'll make you smile, and he's got that personality that it definitely brightens up a podcast. And Zone 4 wise, John has that personality that I like it. Like when Brant will say something, John will have something to come back at sometimes, and it makes you laugh because it's just, that's him. And that's why I love listening to Zone 4, because the chemistry between the guys is amazing, and they make each other laugh, and it's just great. And that's why I love listening to Zone 4. And when it comes to the podcast, like the Related Recap or Hall of Toys, that's all Brant, because Brant is the one that sits down and does the what is that thing called? The planner. He does the plan for both shows. You know, he's the one that comes to me, okay, we're going to do this, 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 and that. And do you have anything to add? Yeah. And I give him a list. He's like, okay, we'll put that, and that. He's the one that organizes. He's the one that records. And he's the one that edits and uploads all the podcasts. So I'm literally just a guy in a chair talking to him. So I'm really the co-host to his being the host, because he does everything for the podcast. I'm literally just a pretty voice on a microphone. Yeah, I had to take a pause there. That was kind of bad. But anyway, it's thanks to Brant that I met the guys on Zone 4. It's thanks to Brant I also met Chuck Moore, who is the creator and owner, or co-owner as Brant says, because him, John, and Chuck connected, run Comic Related. He's the reason why I met Chuck and why I'm now a part of Comic Related as a poster. And not a poster as in you put on the wall, poster as in I post stuff on there. So, and Chuck is another one that he has a huge passion, like myself, like Mike, Spider Slayer, like Brant, for comics, and he gets excited about doing things. And he has his own podcast too. It's not really comic related, but hey, as long as his livers hold up, and God bless him, may his liver hold up for a million more years. He's got a great podcast called the Charlie Tonic Hour, and that it's, like I said, it's not comic related, but he enjoys doing it. They just hit 100. Him and Ginny do a really awesome podcast every week, and like I said, they just passed 100. They just finished the Tonic Tours, so awesome stuff. But now going back, Brant has done so much over the past couple, since he's joined Dark Avengering, let's put it that way, whether it be, and once again guys, thanking people, that doesn't mean I'm giving you guys the open pass to go, hey, could you make this for me, or hey, can you do that for me? No, this is some people's jobs after all. So the only reason, it's like a stranger coming up to me and asking me, hey, can I borrow your Nook? Or Brant coming up to me and saying, hey, can I borrow your Nook? Who do you think I'm going to give my Nook to for free? And no, I don't charge strangers to use my Nook. I wouldn't give a stranger my Nook. That's my point. Stop questioning my analyzing thing. This is why I need a co-host when I do these things. Anyway, back to Brant. Brant has been a huge influence on myself, and a really, really great friend. He is the person I go to when I have a question about internet stuff. He is the person that I talk to, like I said, every night. So anytime I have a problem, or anytime I'm annoyed or upset or anything, and like I said in the beginning of the video, when I'm questioning certain things or when I'm feeling a certain way, yeah, I usually end up telling Brant. Even though I tell other people, I like to bother Brant also. And Brant has always been there as like kind of that big brother kind of, well, this is this and that and that. You know, he never pulls the punches either, which I like, because I like honesty over, oh no, let me pat your head and give you a cookie. You're such a good little brother. So yeah, no, I prefer honesty, and I always value not only Brant, I value everybody's opinions on Dark Avengering, and I value your guys' that listens opinions. But Brant and I have gotten really close, like on a very personal level. We are very close, and his opinions are always very valued to me, as well as everybody's opinions, like I said. But he's been a huge part of my life, as well as everybody on Dark Avengering. But he's the one I talk to every single day, every single night. But going back to Dark Avenger Inc. as a whole, speaking of which, Dark Avenger Inc. is like my second family. I consider each and every one of the guys and gals on Dark Avenger Inc. my family, my brothers, and my sisters, because we have to put up with each other on a almost daily basis. We talk to each other every week, on the dot every week. There's at least one text from Kat. There's several texts from Jay. There's several texts from Mike Spider Slayer. There are several times. Well, I talk to Brant every night, and when I'm on Skype, there's always a conversation with Lisa every day. I've talked to these guys and gals, and that's what a family is. You know, we stay in tight communication. Yeah, it might be about comics, but no, I've talked to everybody also on Dark Avenger. We've all gotten to know each other and love each other on a personal level as well. And now going back, since I'm doing a timeline, I have the names in a list, like I said. We're going now to Jay, whom I pushed. I pushed Jay into doing the videos, as he says, but I valued Jay's opinions, and I really enjoyed reading his reviews on Comic Frontline. And I said, Jay, you got to get a camera. You gotta do videos, and we're gonna put you on Dark Avenger Inc. Like, you're welcome, because he commented. He watched every single live show, every single one since he started watching Inc. So I said, you got to get a camera, and you are going to be welcome on Dark Avenger Inc. And we all agreed. And Jay got a camera, and he joined Dark Avenger Inc. And he brings something. First of all, he and me are the only two on Dark Avenger Inc. that have a very close liking of Superman, a very huge, he is the superhero for both of us. So I have somebody who is equally as passionate about Superman as me. So that was one thing I really liked. And also, his videos were amazing. And now that he's doing videos, and of course moving away from videos, actually, now that it just struck my lightning bolt head, Comic Frontline, we went on hiatus a little whiles back because people were very busy. They couldn't post, and so we decided, okay, fine, hiatus, and we stopped posting. And the channel, the site went blank for a good 2 or 3 months, and then we started it up again. We rejuvenated it. We struck it with a lightning bolt of comic related and Dark Avenger Inc. And Jay actually took over the website a bit and said, let me do this, and that. And I'm like, Jay, I trust you implicitly. Whatever you want to do it. And you know what? We came out of hiatus, Comic Frontline. We all did intros. And Jay just, I don't know what he did. He injected something into that website, and he reached out just like Mike Spider Slayer did at the beginning of Dark Avenger Inc. Jay did that at the beginning of Comic Frontline, and in just 3 weeks, thanks to Jay and everybody who posted on there, Comic Frontline has, in my opinion, skyrocketed. Better than its launch, better than it's been since its up until its hiatus. Now that we're out of hiatus, we've got Dan, who jumped on. I met Dan at New York Comic Con, and Dan is the most amazing guy to sit there. I was gonna say sit, but we were standing, to stand there and talk about comic books with. And he has his own comic book, which is Argo Comics, his own company, ArgoComics.com. And he was a really great guy. And we talk on occasions on Facebook now. Also, I met Chris Charleston, who does Binary Gray. He was another really great guy. I mean, he had to sit next to me during New York Comic Con and listen to me talking about Lord knows what, because I was so nervous. And he kept his cool, and he was a really great guy also. And that's AssalientComics.com. And it's just, Dan was really a really great guy, really nice guy. I really liked him, and and that's why when we started talking on Facebook, it's like a conversation that went on forever, and it's still going on today, to this day. And he started a column on Comic Frontline. He introduced us to Cam, who is his best friend in the world. And Cam is starting a comics, not a comic, it is based on comics, but a series on Comic Frontline. And I enjoyed both their intros, and I'm looking forward to what they have. But 2 other people I really want to make mention of who actually just joined Dark Avenger Inc. One of them being Eric Radcliffe, Wildlife Comics and New Comic Day. I really been trying to get Eric on for a while now. I met Eric through Brant, and Eric has a huge loving for Deadpool and stuff. And Eric's also a writer, so I've become really close friends with Eric actually through Facebook also. And we talked about a lot of things on occasion, but he's one of the closer of everybody next to Kat, who lives close to Mike and I, and we built up a huge friendship over the year. And I've been like, you should join Dark Avenger. He's like, no, I don't want to do videos. Yeah, you should. No, I don't know. But then actually he decided to join this past couple of he's been on for the past month, and he's been a really awesome addition to our team, to our family. And I love having Eric on. He's fun to talk with, and he's fun on the live shows, and he's got a ton of knowledge. Almost so much so that it's like, Eric, we're trying to do a live show here. You're giving too much history. Stop it. But I love it. I love it at the same time. I can't help it, but I love it. And then the other addition to our group was Pete from Pete's Basement. Now, those of you that have watched my channel since the very, very, very beginning, the very first episode, I was inspired a lot by things I saw on Pete's Basement, because when I started, I didn't know anybody, and I tried to watch comic reviews, and I'm like, I gotta find a comic review. So I typed in comic reviews on YouTube, and his video was the first video that came up. It was Pete's Basement episode, was it episode 5? Maybe it was episode 5. I don't know. I saw a little bit of the episode, and then I found out they had a website. So I went to the website, and I started watching tons of their episodes, which were half hours to 45 minutes long and hours long. But I watched it, and I really, I became a fan of the actual reviews because it was fun. Now, granted, you guys know that I don't curse a lot. And it is a mature review show. I would say mature. So if you're not mature, don't watch. Okay? But anyway, I really love watching Pete's Basement. And I watched it on a religious basis every week. I would watch them, and I would try to post my reviews up before theirs, though, because I felt like after a little while, my reviews were being influenced by their their opinions. So I stopped watching their videos. I actually decided, that's why my reviews actually moved to Sundays, because I decided to do my review on Sunday, post it on Monday, and then Pete's Basement came out on Tuesday, and my opinions wouldn't be contaminated by other people's opinions, because I'd be like watching, I'd be like, oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, I hate this book even though I liked it originally. So I actually kind of had to do that for myself, and also to keep my opinions honest and true. Even if people don't agree with me, I'm completely okay with that. But Pete's Basement was huge for me, especially when I was a wee beginning reviewer. And then, of course, meeting Pete at New York Comic Con was really awesome. Our tables were actually diagonal across from each other, which was awesome also. And getting him to actually jump on board. Granted, he hasn't done, he's very busy, so he hasn't been able to do as many videos or make it to that many live shows. But hopefully in the coming year, things will definitely pick up. And there's a ton of teasers that I can't even tell you guys about yet, but I will soon, I promise. And I have no idea where the Agent teaser came from. That was not part of the plan, but oh well. Still, things should have been discussed. I'm not going to say more than that, but we've talked about a lot of stuff, so I can't tell you guys yet. But let's just keep this, for now, let's just say there's a lot of awesome stuff coming, and keep it at that. Oh, I love Dark Avenger Inc. And then we got Nicole, who I met actually through Entertainment Views. Kat actually tried to get me into another website. I tried. I couldn't keep up with the scheduling, but Nicole is the head, she is the GM of the website, and I really like talking with her. We actually started talking through emails because she was my editor for a couple of weeks at least. And I found out about her comicmaven.com website. I checked it out, and I really loved the way she's very passionate about comics, and you could see that in her writing. Unlike us on YouTube where we make videos, she writes articles. Yes, she actually writes and does really good grammar, and yes, I have horrible grammar, and she had to correct a lot of stuff on my stuff, and so did Brant, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry for both of you guys because I have horrible grammar, but anyway, Nicole writes amazing stuff, and I wanted to get her as the editor on Frontline, and she still is the editor on Frontline next to Jay, but she also is now part of the front of Frontline. She is one of the posters now, and I'm looking forward to her first post on Comic Frontline. Right now things are busy. We all know we have lives and whatnot, work and everything, college. But as soon as things free up, she's going to be posting on there, and her articles are going to be spectacular because I've read her work before, guys. And you can take my word for it. She is a really awesome writer. And I look forward to seeing where she's going to be 10 years from now. Along with all of us, I'm looking forward to seeing where we're all going to be 10 years from now. But Jay is the reason why Comic Frontline is where it is right now. And if you guys haven't checked out Comic Frontline, you really should check it out, because Jay's done amazing work. Brant is the designer behind everything you see. The beautiful stuff, the nice little sparkly background, like, how do I put it in a way where I'm trying to find a way to let's just put it this way. Brant makes it all look beautiful. He is the one that puts the big old wrapping and bow on it. And then Brant has his own series, which is Behind the Curtain, and that is definitely a series that gives you guys an insight on the things he's done in comics and websites since he's been online and since he's had a computer. So it's definitely something you guys want to check out, and I'm enjoying reading it. And there's actually one that's going up tomorrow, so there's a little teaser for you. It's going to go up on Monday. But I've met so many amazing people in my lifetime on YouTube. From 2007, where it was just me and Mike, and then we got our friend Kevin on, and then a few other people that came and went. 3 girlfriends through Brooklyn Boys 13. Brooklyn Boys is always going to be the hardcore and my beginning on YouTube. And also another thing with my brother, real quick, I'm glad that it took 100 episodes, but on my channel it was just me up until the 100th comic review, and then Michael actually jumped in and started doing it. So again, we got that Brooklyn Boy feel team on Dark Avenger on my channel, on this channel, and that was a huge important thing for me, because we don't do Brooklyn Boys as often as we do my channel. We don't do it as often anymore, so it's good to see that the team of the Ventura team, so to speak, is still, you know, going and strong. And now we just have we started indie reviews, and everything we do now is me and Mike instead of just me like it was when we started. And I like that. I like having somebody, you know, there with me to actually talk with. I've always wanted a panel for my reviews on my channel, and never worked out, but at least I got my brother sitting next to me, and he's doing books too, and I'm doing my books, and we have that funny banter back and forth at times. So I couldn't ask for anything more, to be honest. I'm very happy with my reviews, with who I'm working with. I'm very happy with Comic Frontline, the way it is, and the way it is, and who's running it. I couldn't trust it with anybody else outside of Dark Avenger Inc. And I'm very happy with the way Dark Avenger Inc. is. Without everybody on that channel, it wouldn't be where it is. I take little to almost no credit for the channel. I created it, I post on it, but I would like to believe that I'm one of the middle people on the website. I like to believe that Dark Avenger Inc. is where it is because of everybody else on the channel, because they post out videos. We have videos almost every day being posted out, and it's thanks to everybody that Dark Avenger Inc. is where it is, and it will be where it goes. Yeah, that sounded better in my head, not when I actually said it. But anyway, also Comic Related is another awesome website that they've been going on way before I even started comic reviews. So I know that Comic Related is definitely going to one day hopefully beat out other comic news sites, and we'll be out, and they'll be up there, and we'll be up there, and it's gonna be a fun ride. And that's what it's been up until this point. It's been an amazing ride, and finally, and of course last but never least, is you guys, all of you guys out there, that not the guys out there that are saying, "Hey, you're just doing this for the money." Well, first of all, there is no money. Let me put that right out there in front. I do this for free, and I love doing it for free, and I wouldn't have it any other way also. I don't do it for the things. I don't do it for the recognition. I do it because I love it. And if you don't want to believe that, that's your prerogative, and you know who you are. I'm sure you're listening to this. And if you don't believe it, you don't have to. That's your choice. I do this because I love it. I do it because I love talking with you guys. I love conversating with you guys. I love comic books enough that I take the time out of my life, which, by the way, if you want to get a window into our lives, because Brooklyn Boys 13 was a huge window into our lives from 2007 to present day. You can go to Brooklyn Boys 13 and see our lives were an open book for years. 4 years. Still is. I'm Brooklyn Boys. So, if you don't know me, which, believe me, if you think I'm in it for any of those other reasons, you don't know me. Go to Brooklyn Boys. I am warning you, there is strong language. But go to Brooklyn Boys and you will see exactly what I'm all about before you judge. But beside the point, I'm here for you guys. You guys are the number one, the big shining one in the sky. If it wasn't for you guys, even if you're just one listen, even if this video only has 20 listeners, you 20 people right now at this very moment are the reason why this video was made. Are the reason why I'm sitting here spending over a half hour of my time talking about all the people that I love and appreciate. And you guys are the people I love and appreciate. You are the ones that are the reason why there is a Brooklyn Boys, there is a Dark Avenger, there is a Dark Avenger Inc., and there is a comic Frontline and a comic related. Without you guys, there wouldn't be any of that, because who are we going to talk to? Ourselves? I mean, it may look like we talk with each other and ourselves most of the time, but no, we are here because of you guys who like to listen to us, who like to watch us, who enjoy our reviews, who enjoy our skits, who enjoy everything that we do. Granted, you might not like everything. I mean, Dark Avenger Inc. is a plethora of many different reviews and many different skits. Maybe you don't like every single one, but there is one or two in particular that you like. Series, whether or the review aspect of it, or just the skit aspect of it, whatever, you're getting something out of it. And for every view, whether it's 1 to 1 million, if it's 1, then the video was worth it in my eyes. You guys out there, every single view on this video, you're the reason why this video is here. You, all of you. I mean, of course, I can't see it right now because I'm in the present and this is the future where you guys are going to be viewing it, but I'm sure that there are a bunch of you out there that are here just to listen and to enjoy, and that's why this video is being made. Even if it touches just one person, the video was a success in my eyes. This video is a success before it's even posted, because I know it's going to reach at least one person. So in my eyes, it's a success. The end. Period. Because somebody out there is getting something from this. That is my philosophy. That is the way I've worked every single one of my channels, and that is the way I will continue to work every single one of my channels and websites until I'm done. I don't want to say dead, because that's a very period to the sentence. But I'm going to be a father very soon, and I'm very excited and nervous at the same time about it. I mean, this is definitely one of the hugest surprises of 2013, and I'm really thankful for what I have and what I will continue to have inside and outside of YouTube. I am blessed to have a very healthy, knock on wood, family, a very healthy, knock on wood, fiance, and so far I don't want to say anything about the baby, but there is a baby, and I'm really looking forward to saying a healthy baby, but for right now the baby is still cooking, as they say. And the good news is, actually, from what the doctors say, we might actually have an early Christmas present. And that is why I can't tell you guys what the next 2 parts are going to be, because I don't know what's going to happen in my personal life in the next couple of weeks. So I'm very excited and nervous. And I'm sure a few of you out there who have been following me since 2007, from a 19-year-old crazy young adult all the way through to now a 27, I can't believe I'm 27-year-old guy doing comic reviews and still being crazy and soon to be a father. I'm sure you guys are just as nervous as I am, and I know for a few people like Mike T, who followed me over from Brooklyn Boys, and all the cool guys that I used to play with on Xbox, and a few people like Gamer Girl, who actually started videos and Mike didn't tell me about it. You know, we met a lot of people, a lot of really great people on Brooklyn Boys 13, just like I met a lot of great people. I could talk. People here on on my channel, and we continue to meet great people on Dark Avenger Inc. It's an amazing ride, and I wouldn't be where I am today, first and foremost because of you guys, and then continuing forward wouldn't be here without the amazing people that we have on Dark Avenger Inc. So this is my way of saying thank you to each and every one of you who are listening, and a huge thank you to everybody that I consider my family on Dark Avenger Inc. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this first part. Part 2 hopefully will be on time and will be on Friday of this week. And then the last part will be on Friday the 20th, which is 5 days before Christmas. And yeah, that'll be it. I don't think I'm going to do one for Christmas because I'm going to be too busy doing Lord knows what. So thank you guys for sticking around for now 40 plus minutes. And hope you guys have a great week. I will see you guys really soon in the next comic review. I know the indie review is going to go up right after this. And then hopefully I will get my comic books sometime soon because they are a bit late. And the comic review will go up only a day or two late instead of a whole week late. So take care, everybody. And I will talk to you guys really soon in the next video. Till then, guys, keep reading and keep collecting. Take care, everybody.